Ed from Pinball Mayhem here. Final update for Rancho until I get to MGC. It is pretty much together. Skipped a night doing updates, had some stuff come up and couldn't do too much work on it. I got the flippers set. I went through burnt out bulbs under the playfield. Went through burnt out bulbs in the back. And right now I'm just playing it occasionally. Let me show you the back side. A few things I ended up doing here. It was interesting. These score wheels were crooked. I ended up having to reposition this bracket and tighten those two nuts on the bottom that held the bottom of the bracket over, and then everything is fine. This was the ball count stepper unit. Had a seized up arm. See that? That was not moving. The rest of it was pretty good, so I didn't have to do a teardown. Because this is riveted on, doesn't come apart, I used some ATF oil and worked it into that pivot and kept working it until it freed up. And then I continued working more in there and cleaning up with a paper towel, just kind of washing out any grease. Good thing about using ATF with automatic transmission fluid is that there's old grease in there and you give it time, it's going to keep eating that up and still leave it lubricated. On the left here, I just did a cleanup of the contacts and put a little bit of that Teflon grease on there just to keep them from getting dirty. Seems to be working fine. Same for the credit unit and the match unit. Everything back here is working pretty good. Didn't have to do too much other than these are the 3 plugs that I cleaned up before I plugged them in. All right, on the playfield side, had a couple bulbs that were burnt out in the back box, some dirty sockets I had to clean. Underneath here, there's the ball count unit. Same thing, I did the stepper over there. It wasn't seized, but I did clean it, re-grease it, and make sure everything was oiled. Flippers, I got those set to be working properly after the rebuild, so they're tightened down. Those are good. I've played multiple games on it. Got a new ball in there, and had a few issues. A couple issues I had was Rancho, and I don't want to pick this up when I'm holding the phone. The C was never resetting, and there's a relay bank with a big relay bar, and that was also sometimes not resetting. So the C was the actuator arm that resets that relay was bent a bit, and it wasn't snapping into place. It wasn't locking into place. So I straightened that C out. The whole reset bank was not resetting most of the time, and I could tell in the schematics by reading it that somebody was battling the same issue before too. Ended up being the coil wire to the solder lug was loose, not soldered well, so that's just hit or miss. I ended up soldering that on, playing a few games, a few adjustments, switches here and there, but just trying out. I'm going to play a couple games tomorrow before I wrap it up, but tomorrow is Thursday night, and I will be pretty much making sure it works and wrapping this up, putting it in the car. So as far as I consider, this is ready for a Midwest Gaming Classic to get played and enjoyed. But I have not even started on Ghost in the Shell. So I working on that right now. Pretty much I had a few minor issues. Hopefully I don't think I had any ball jam issues, so I'm just working on that now. I have the back glass out. I'm just about to clear the games from Pinball Expo. So I had 346 games played at Expo, and I'm going to just make that 0 or 1, and I'm going to start over for Midwest Gaming Classic. About average is like 300 to 400 games I've seen. So I'm right there about what I've seen for homebrews and in shows. I think the lowest I had was in the 250 when I was way stuffed back in the corner of MGC before they had a homebrew section. Other than that, you know, I've gotten up to 450 games in a show like that. So still didn't have time to do much to this other than fix the booting issue, and I got another issue I'm going to work on, some sounds issue. I'm going to try to square that up before the show. Thank you for watching. Probably not going to see much of an update tomorrow. I actually will post this tomorrow. So yeah, next time you'll see an update will be these 2 games at Midwest Gaming Classic.